Good morning. Just finished my cardio, and it's 5:35 a.m. But look at TYB. It's beautiful. People are working out at 5:30 a.m. over here. This is the beauty of TYB. You only find it here. Sitting here, it's 6 a.m. now. I was doing my journaling, enjoying my protein. Transformation in progress. Yeah. So what I wrote is, I know there's some sound, so don't mind that. Mental clarity. That's the luxury today. Do you guys agree that mental clarity is the luxury today? Because I strongly believe that, and not cars, not views on social media, or not even money. We many people have this today, but they don't have mental clarity. And I believe that if you have the mental clarity, that's the most costliest luxury right now. The ability to think clearly and feel grounded. That's rare now. You know, if you can feel clearly and you feel grounded, you're not someone who wants to do 10 different things but unable to do even one properly, who wants to be disciplined but keep breaking those promises to yourself. And I'm realizing like something really, that how mental clarity is like so deep. If you are someone whose emotions are not in control and you are very emotional, usually people say that they are emotional eater, they are emotional fool. I mean, whatever they want to call themselves, they can. But I believe whenever there are too many emotions, the reason is there is lack of actions. So instead of you being emotional, start taking actions. So be a doer. Yes, it's important to feel your emotions, but if you will not take any action, and not just actions, by the way, you need to take those actions with consistency. Then only you will be able to see the outcome of that one action. So it should not come from that intensity. You just take one action with high intensity. It's better you take, repeated actions with low intensity so that you can build that consistency. And I strongly believe slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So first you do things slowly, you learn, then you do it smoothly. Once you start repeating that slowly, you start doing it smoothly. Once you start doing smoothly, you can speed up, you can go fast. The same method you can apply in everything. And that's a clarity of mind that you can think like this. That many people, if you will ask them today that what's wrong with them, they say like, I feel just low. And whenever people say I feel just low, they don't have the actual reason that they can tell you why they feel low. They have everything. They have all the material in this world. They have all the food. They have everything, but they just feel low. And if you ask them why they are feeling low, they just feel low. They don't have a reason. And the reason is the lack of actions. I think people didn't teach or didn't learn while growing up that if you actually move your body, if you connect with the nature, if you live according to the nature, you will be able to heal yourself and your emotions, and your thought process will become better and more clear. That is why clarity also comes from discipline. So mental clarity, discipline, sticking to your words, sticking to whatever you say, whatever you promise to yourself, you keep those promises. And when I say emotions aren't healed by more thinking, they are healed by taking actions. And this is something which I keep reading again and again, because I think that's the biggest that's the biggest takeaway from my today's journal. This is what we all are struggling with our emotions, and we constantly keep trying to heal ourselves. We are keep trying to heal ourselves, and we, we keep talking about it, that what is the problem, and we keep discussing and listening to people that what is the problem, but we just don't take actions. And this is what we need to do. We need to take actions in order to actually heal ourselves and put those actions into repetitions, and every day you take those actions. So this is what my today's journal, and I think it's mental clarity. That's the luxury today. You can't outthink anxiety. You can't heal overthinking with overthinking. So you can't outthink anxiety. You can't just think it. You have to take actions, towards whatever you have promised, the kind of promises you have made to yourself. You can't heal overthinking with more overthinking. So the problem, if you are suffering with overthinking, you need to take actions. And you definitely can't talk your way out of a broken promise to yourself. As I said, the promises you make to yourself, you have to stick to them. I have made promises to myself which I did not stick to, and trust me, it's not a very good. It's not a very good feeling, and I can tell you that you know that you're aware of it, and that's what you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to keep breaking promises which you make to yourself. The only real solution is doing the things you avoid. So, whatever is hard, whatever is difficult for you, whatever is required more consistency and discipline, you need to do that in order to actually heal yourself and control your emotions. The truth is, most people are emotionally exhausted not because life is hard, but because they are constantly disappointing themselves. As I said, it's a it's very important that you stick to your words, and it's okay if if the outcome or the external people disappoint you, but you don't do that to yourself. If you are doing it, it means you are teaching yourself that this is what you deserve and that's how your life is. So do not disappoint yourself. For that, you have to stick to your promises. I personally, I have done that too. If I say, like, I have made promises to myself that I will wake up earlier, I will sleep on time, and I will not scroll on phone. I will train harder. I will stick to my diet. I have made those promises, and I've let myself down. But I have realized that this is what I'm not supposed to do. And every time I did that, it just made me feel weak, I would say. And as a man, I don't want to feel weak. That's the worst feeling for a man to, for everyone, for a man or for a woman. But for me, that's the worst feeling, that I feel weak. I want to feel strong. So, and also whenever I have broken those promises to myself, everything what I said and I did not follow it through, it means I my brain has learned that whatever I'm saying or whatever I'm doing is not important. So it's not something which I would actually put efforts. So, and that's the reason I may have not seen such results also what I was expecting. So that's why sticking to your promises is the most important thing, at least for me. This is what I believe, and I'm sure for you guys. And And another thing is like the inner chaos, right? Whenever you make the promises, there is some inner chaos that you're going through, and you're unable to understand what's happening. So just understand that it's not some emotional trauma; it's behavioral. It's not emotional trauma. You can call it, you can give it a tag that it's emotional trauma, but I don't think so, and I don't believe so. So it's a that trauma which you say it's a trauma is actually behavioral, and you can reverse it if you choose discipline. That's the solution of your problem, discipline. So get discipline, and just fix your life. And understand one thing is that discipline is luxury. As I said, like mental clarity is luxury. Today the most expensive thing you can get, you can possess, is discipline, and that's what I do.